I want this shit banging in my headphones. You understand me? Let me hear that beat. You dig? I'ma address some shit. Let y'all niggas know the real. I've been dormant for too long. Hibernate. Everybody want it, but do you wanna get it? I'm sick of all these niggas bullshitting. I'm sick of all these bitches. I'm sick of how these bitch niggas tripping. And how y'all get these passes to these snitches. Neighborhood crippin'. Dog pound gangsters in the building. I'ma treat these niggas like bitches. Throw them to the wolves and the vultures, the hyenas and my siblings.
Damu and Kiwe Conversation. The only place you gonna get it is the only place you gonna get Big U.
Where's. Welcome to the Damu and Kiwe Conversations. DUSE M's the Don. And it's the home of the culture. Voice to the West Coast. Hey, listen, man. WACK100 responds to DUSE M's and Bricc Baby about his badge. Bang that like button, bang that like button, bang that like button. Salute to Big U, free Big U. Let's put that down in the chat. Hold on, why we ain't got the active Chuck thing right there? Hold on, man. What's going on? Okay, there it go. You got to have the insignia and the brand right there. The Cash App right there for anybody who enjoying the content. Feel free to hit us there. Super chats available. Where my boy at Southern Force? I dropped it for him last night. He must didn't see it. He didn't come up, but we got it right now. Mike B, salute. Hey, to everybody that's on Instagram, look, they only give us an hour on Instagram Live. Tata, salute, break bread. You already know what it is, fool. But they only give us an hour on Instagram, so run on over to either Twitch or Active Chucks on YouTube, and so you can get this good old content. We definitely finna flame CS2 back. Hey, CS2 back sound like he really in his feelings. So let me bring y'all up to date. Salute to all my good people in the chat, man. Southern Force, salute to the Damu and Kiwe Conversation, man. Salute. Soy Sauce Boss 916, salute. Is that Macramento, though? Soy Sauce Boss. Kid the Barber, what up, bro? Where's. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Damu and Kiwe Conversations. DUSE M, salute. Hey, look, is we up on the big screen in the shop, though? You know what I'm saying? We got to get the big screen for this. King Buck Wild said after Union. Hey, listen, I'm glad because I just talked to Scandalous Los Angeles, so he watching, so he know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Scandalous Los Angeles TV, man. That's my partner in crime. He'll be back soon. Y'all be getting some work soon. Football season over. Raider Q, salute. DUSE M's the Don. Chat. Family Wrench Gang. Family, man. Shout out to the Blue Wrench Mob. Kids the Barber ETE. We got the content. John Bankhead, salute, man. We definitely on our BS today. Free Big U. Rest in peace, baby Huey. Hey, man. Rest in peace, baby Huey. Tyree C, salute to DUSE M from Nutso. Salute, bro. Chirac is in the building. Luke Gage, salute to you also. 4126, salute to the Damu and Kiwe Conversation. Slum Gang Entertainment. Big Red 66. Word is they gonna let Big U attend his son's funeral. Hey, listen, bro. These dudes don't know how to read paperwork. That's all I can say right now. And remember, Eddie Boy and Laquan, Papa LQ, a.k.a. Kenny Kingpin, said that they was in touch with the family. So if they really in touch with the family, then what they saying is conclusive. They have inside information, and they know that Big U has already been approved to go to the funeral, and I pray that he do. You know what I'm saying? I pray that they right. But we'll get to y'all later, man. Just y'all remember that. Don't forget that they said that they had been in communication with, and Crackhead Eddie said he had talked to Big U, right? We'll break that down by Monday. King Pablo, hey Deuce, when you get a chance, play that video you played that day with old boy in the hospital, showed that CS badge to the pig he was talking to. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Hey, can somebody, I don't know where it's at, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. King Smurf, salute to the whole team, man. Salute to y'all. Lou from the Lou, let's go.
I think I know where it's at. I'll send it back to you. Hold on.
Appreciate that, Southern Force, man. You know what I'm saying? Southern Force is in the building, man. If y'all haven't subscribed to him, make sure y'all go subscribe to the brother, man. G-Dog.
Man.
Quads only 216. What up, Deuce? What up, King Buck? Well, man, listen, bang that like button, man. Like you bang a hood rat in between her legs. Yo, Deuce, my guy, it won't let me send to your email. Wait, hold on. It won't let you? Hold on. Let me put my email right here. Maybe you got the wrong email, brother. You know what I'm saying? activechucks@gmail.com. You want, if you want to know the quickest way to get my attention, send something to my Gmail. That's where all the money and the wires and notifications go. I'm always going to check that before I check my DMs on Insta, before I check Facebook or TikTok, before I check my phone. When I wake up in the morning, I'm in that email, man. Quads only. What up, man? Luke Gage. So we going to get it. We finna flame CS2 back up in 6 minutes. So this fuck nigga, man, I don't even want to do too much talking, man. Let's get into it. WACK100 goes off on Bricc Baby and DUSE M after federal informant accusations and police badge. Let's get to it, man. What is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? What the hell is he talking about? I ain't even heard all of it. I heard a little bit, and we ready to go. Let's go.
Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
Eddie boy, he said that Big U won't be in attendance of Big U's funeral.
No, he didn't. He never said that.
Okay,
he said Big U will be there, bro. He the one provided the paperwork to show Big U got clearance to go. He came.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So they said Big U already got the clearance to go.
Big U going there, so that's true. Big U going
Yeah. You want the paperwork? Yeah, I'm gonna send you the paperwork. I just told you, Eddie. So a nigga say, Wack, see, the 6-0 sent it to me, you weird ass. What you talking about? Look at your text, Chuck.
So he got that from the 6-0s, Eddie Boy.
Oh, yeah.
They come
I
from
thought
them.
Eddie Boy was a Muslim. Sound like he straddling the fence to me, big.
Like, how Wack be because they send it? Weirdo. How Wack know about New York because New York sends it? Weirdo.
Got that Southern Force.
Yeah, they go to documents straight from Eddie Boy. At least now I don't know what these niggas doing. I look at my text. Wack, check your text. What's this? Boom, boom. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's too
Think I got time to be chasing the nigga paperwork? Boy, is you talking? I got too many bills and obligations and shit I gotta do. Niggas is running around the world and they send it.
Damu and Kiwe Conversation. So he popping it. He talking about his bills. He talking about he ain't got no time and people just send it. Everybody got his tap phone. His phone number.
Right now.
Yeah, so how Wack know? Because your people, your mom, or your cousin you pissed off, or your ex-bitch that you didn't do something for,
right.
Everybody got my phone
Raider
number.
Q,
And they
salute. You right, bro.
Wack the feds. How am I the feds? This is goddamn public record. You talking about?
Nasty work.
Niggas is weird, bro.
That's like DUSE M was in here early. He got a whole nother narrative. He talking about a badge. I'm like, yo, bro, what about what I sent you? Did you pull the paperwork?
Oh, nigga, because he knows the fact that they had to pay Wack and debunked all your fake CS2s, whatever the back shit is debunked. Know why? Because Wack did what you supposed to do.
Oh shit! He said that Deuce knows that they paid him, and that debunks the whole CS2 back shit. No. Let me tell y'all how this works first. First and foremost, I don't know shit I had the lawyer pull up the thing when he said he settled out, and it showed up in the thing that he was lying. And the lie detector test says that was a lie. You know what I'm saying? So now he said, well, it's not up yet. It'll be up next week. Okay, it could be up this week. I haven't checked. I'll get at the lawyer and have the lawyer pull it up again, right? LA Raiderism, salute. West salute. But even if you've reached a settlement, doesn't mean that you debunk the CS2 back allegation. See, I don't know about y'all, but I always seen a nigga trying to pull the wool over a nigga eyes. You know what I'm saying? And WACK100 is that kind of slick talking nigga. So if I got a lawsuit and I'm $1 million company, and I know that in attorney fees alone, Southern Force has sued me, and Southern Force, I believe I could beat this and prove that Southern Force is just suing me. He has no grounds and all of that type of shit, right?
Right.
If we go to trial or whatever, I know I'm gonna spend $250,000 just on attorneys, right? So if I could talk to Southern Force and say, look, bro, you know this shit is weak as a motherfucking nigga. You know you finna be exposed as CS2 back. Go ahead and take this $30,000 or $25,000 and run on, and we reach a settlement and wash my hands of having to deal with this and spending more money. But if you do make us spend that money, we prepared to expose you, because this is what WorldStar stated in their declaration of statement under penalty of perjury to the court, that they could prove that Southern Force was CS2 back. But we know Southern Force ain't CS2 back. We know Southern Force ain't sued Media Lab AI. WACK100 did. And under penalty of perjury, they declared that they can prove he's CS2 back. Man, if they say, well, it don't matter to us to prove CS2 back, but we want to be done with this shit. We don't want to have to spend $250,000. Let's make this work. Or we prepared to go to trial and you're going to be exposed publicly as CS2 back. And Lamonte wants the video back up, and it will go back up, and the world gonna know you been working, right? That's how that goes. The only way you can clear your name as from being CS2 back is to go down to that records or call Greg Caden has the record. You brought Greg Caden in the clubhouse, right? Once I exposed the paperwork. At that point, not one time did you or Greg Caden say that the paperwork was fake. And it specifically said there's a CS2 back. I don't know if that's a code name. Greg Caden didn't say, well, who is CS2 back? He didn't say, oh, that must be some fake paperwork. So the fact that you try to push this fake paperwork narrative in the ninth inning and act as if Media Lab and a settlement with you can prove the fact of the matter about CS2 back, when in all of the documents, and I got them all from the court, not one time did Media Lab argue whether or not you were CS2 back. Your lawyers never argued whether or not you were CS2 back. It was technicalities. It was anti-slap laws, or everything else. But that it's so crazy that the judge, I'm going to bring them documents and post that document where the judge says, is either one of the parties ever going to raise an issue about whether or not he was cooperating? Because it seemed like Media Lab was staying away from it, and your attorneys, probably at behest of your federal handlers. The judge specifically said and questioned WACK100's attorneys and the Media Lab attorneys on whether or not they are going to get into the meat on the bone on whether or not you were CS2 back or whether or not you were a confidential source. That's a fact. That's in the paperwork. And the paperwork, Media Lab IA World Star's directors testified under penalty of perjury that they believe that you are is substantial evidence to believe that you are CS2 back, nigga, a federal confidential source. Let me hear what else this nigga talking about. But that shit he talking about Big U, bro, Big U, they have not ruled on whether Big U will be allowed. I believe that these informants are trying to make him suffer and make it public so that it becomes a bigger security risk and he don't get to go bury his son with the Muslim rituals. He doesn't give him an Islamic burial. These pieces of shit is lying, bro. Mark my words. I'm going to expose these niggas. But back to CS2 back.
Filed a civil suit on the people, and then they say open up everything, research and see if you dirty. You don't do that because they're gonna research everything. That's how Max beat himself, because he opened up that appeal and we seen what he did, right? He would have opened that appeal, niggas wouldn't have seen it. So when you go open that shit up, they gonna see everything.
Open what up? That nigga lying.
The fact that he said like in here and blew his dead homies up and said they didn't settle. Y'all heard him. And the fact that he knows they didn't pay Wack. Wack then got a wire already, 6 figures. I'm paid. That shit public.
Man, he's wired up.
Pull that shit up. Now you can't pop that shit. When the Wack challenged you, sue World Star and LA Media, multi-million-dollar companies, little old Wack, just came back. He ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. He ain't in none of that paperwork. You think they didn't go investigate the people, investigators, everybody in that shit.
That like
Main streets were exposed. All of them that was involved, but one is dead on the street. But see, now you're there. You got me. Listen, I ain't tripping because you got me paid. You made me 6 figures. You got to be the dumbest bozo op in the world, bro.
Now I'm the bozo op.
He's gonna come.
Southern Forest, tell me, how should I feel that he's saying I got him 6 figures and I'm the dumbest bozo op that he could ever have? So I'm a bozo, I'm your op, and I'm dumb. The dumbest op you got, right?
Right.
But how should I feel about that, man?
Man, you shouldn't feel no way about a fucking confidential source porker, man. What the fuck are we doing? This clown is clearly lying about it, and they're giving you some little bit of go away money, chicken crumbs. That's all the fuck you getting. It don't make no sense. It don't matter what the fuck he even say, because you are getting exposed. You're not going to challenge World Star. So, man, he's a porker. He's a fucking porker. He smelled like bacon. That nigga smelled like ham, and he smelled like the fucking hog maw you put in the greens. That's what he do.
Hog maw and chitlins.
This shit don't make no fucking sense. Every time he take the truth and twist it into this worldly lie, and then deem himself the king of Clubhouse. This is nasty work, man.
Oh, he been losing. I think you just had sent me something else too, right? But I'm going to show y'all what you get. See, WACK100 is trying to say he can't show us in his public record. First and foremost, when you reach a settlement, the settlement paper, I'll show y'all after this video. Let's hear what else this weirdo said. But I'm going to show y'all what could have easily did. Took out the amount that the settlement was and showed y'all, because I got my settlement against $1 billion company, YouTube. And that my settlement with YouTube, I'm going to show y'all how that look. Let's go.
All of it. Bro, I showed the people that. I know what I'm doing. I just added to the algorithm. That's why it's been in my pocket 6-7 years. It's still in my pocket.
Yeah, you try to say you put it out in the Novo parking lot. Talking about, and I'm like,
that don't even make sense, bro.
I talked to some niggas who was there, and they never mentioned.
Man, out of here, bro. These niggas.
Bricc Baby might have said it.
Yeah, his voice changed.
Ain't nobody worrying about Bricc Baby. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
He's what he is.
Chuck talking to Big Chuck. Hey, Cheeseburger Chuck, you still over there with trying to win the Golden Knee Pad Award this year, nigga? It's the end of the year. You got a valiant effort to try to win the Golden Knee Pad Award. Nigga, take that nigga slong up out your mouth. That nigga sucking that nigga little wee-wee. Nigga, what kind of shit you mean? What niggas you talked to that was there? Cheeseburger Chuck. What niggas you talked to that was in that parking lot?
Oh, Chuck.
Cheeseburger Chuck just gargling. That nigga gargling balls.
How the fuck he darken his knees so fucking much like that just to take on a human glizzy? It's crazy to me right now.
The glizzy guzzler golden knee pad award goes to Bad Luck Cheeseburger Chuck. Let's go.
The throat goat.
Another Atlanta 60.
The throat
out
goat.
He was a Harlem 30. It was a Harlem 30.
Oh,
then
shit.
he got put on 6-0. Then they shot him. Instead of him getting his get back, he ran to Atlanta.
It was a Harlem 30.
It was a Harlem 30 at first. Then they shot him when he got put on 6-0 and ran to Atlanta. Ain't nobody ever heard about no Bricc Baby till he dough jumper, bro. Ain't nobody heard about no. You ain't hear Bricc Baby tied to Nipsey Hussle when Nip was alive. None of that shit, bro. He ran to Atlanta.
They got a video with him in there.
Lived across from my grandma. You didn't hear
hate,
it?
bro.
I heard him.
You ran your ass to Atlanta, so you and Seti is the same. Y'all the same.
So wait. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, them two being the same?
They the same. They roots of it really come from the Atlanta movement. And I'm gonna be real. The Atlanta movement is a real thing because I watched
got a
it.
movement.
I watched it. Like when I was going back and forth, some of them little niggas used to come out with me. I watched it. It's a real thing.
No,
It's a real thing.
When I lived out there for 5 years, only thing is niggas used to tell me that Nipsey put them on and all. They be like, Nipsey put me on. Ooh. I'm like, is that right?
Yeah, so you know,
Yeah, it's definitely a real thing.
You know, at the end of the day, that's, you know, Seti from there through that. He ain't that. Ain't no 6-0 hood in Sacramento.
Can they do that in your neighborhood?
Do what?
Be from Las Vegas and be from.
Man, we got a whole. It's been a Nashville, Knoxville, one of them shits, PPB since 80, 88, 89. Out there, I don't acknowledge the shit. I don't think. You know, that's their thing. You know, the homies went out there, took the dope game out there, turned the block off. That's what it is. Like, nigga, that shit everywhere. I don't personally, when I leave the West Coast, I don't acknowledge none of the shit. I'm big at that. If I'm doing business with you, you just happen to be that cool, but I'm doing this business with you. I'm not landing and we hanging out based upon. I'm not doing none of that. That's where you find out you got a Mexican cousin named Rico. That's out on my mama, grandmama,
said a Mexican cousin named Rico.
So I'm an out of town fellow. It's a fact.
No, like on some
I don't with none of them.
He actually right because I used to interview a nigga named Mad Ronald from Rolling 20s, and Mad Ronald, we used to do a lot of content, peace and positivity, right? And he took a cash app. I want to say it's a cash app from Pablo One. Is that his name, bro? 342 Pablo One.
Yeah.
One Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. He took a cash app for $500, and he said like basically, "Hey, big homie, hey, here you go, man. Salute to you," type shit, right? You know the feds used that against him and locked his ass up.
I'm not doing none of that.
That's
they ain't
true.
Gonna say the big blood like they talk. The big blood WACK100. No. I don't with none of that. Period. The niggas I run with it, I need to run with like that. They from right there and that's it. I got a whole neighborhood over there that claiming to say, been I don't. They call, hey, look, who? Click. We ain't doing none of it. I don't want to know you, get to know you. I don't want none of that. Whatever homies you doing that with, you do that with them. I don't acknowledge it. I tell people when I leave California, I do not acknowledge Crippin' and blood.
But was it hitting you up though, Wack, on doing it? Because a lot of niggas tell me that
it
like,
don't happen. They don't get no movement out of me.
They was hitting you like they was hitting niggas up during the first Facebook era, like you know, since
bro. Listen, they been here. I don't acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Period. Now, do y'all exist? Yeah, y'all do exist. I don't with you. Period. I want to talk to you. I ain't taking no pictures with you. We ain't doing none of that. Now, if you just happen to be the hype man for an event we giving and you from there, that's cool. What's up, homie? You the hype man? Great. But I don't do none of that. And niggas be mad. Oh, look, bro, I ain't saying your neighborhood ain't there. I just told you.
Mr. Exposer got exposed. Bang that like button. Damu and Kiwe Conversation. Hey, look, bro, I'm going to show y'all some exclusive conversation with me and the attorney. I think it was like November 1st or November 2nd. I'm gonna get that ready for
That's
y'all.
on French. That's on
She
some
said
friendship
Black
shit.
Lion.
You just talking about all the way around the world, like business and all that shit. You just talking about just friendship
no,
shit.
bro, I do business with anybody. Long as
Anybody,
you ain't
okay.
long as you ain't beating old people or
Yeah.
with kids, I don't give a you get told on your whole project. That's on y'all. Killed it. But if you got a house I'm trying to buy, some business I'm trying to do, and I gotta
Your
do the
mama's
business work,
boyfriend
that's it.
salute.
When it comes, I do not. Hey, Wack Blood, I'm from Tampa Power. I don't walk it.
Right.
I'm not with you. They call my phone. Hey, Wack, what's up? Hey, I got the homies. Wait, hold on. Who is this? Yeah. Okay, click. I hang up. I block him too. Now you can't call me.
Cover blown.
Hey, you nigga from what's the name? What's that shit is Texas? From
Send it to me, Mike
the
B.
Kunta nigga. I guess he probably heard you. You know what I'm saying? You speaking on like probably similar to what you speaking on. Yeah, Kunta nigga.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
trying
know
to say
that
you
is.
12.
Mike B, send
That's
it to
cool.
the
I don't know
group.
Kunta, my nigga. Well,
Kunta
shout
said
out
he
to you. Only
12.
Kunta I heard of was Kente, and that's some African shit.
Gerald
I don't
Williams,
really
I
know
got
that
your
shit.
email, bro.
So whoever you is, cool. You too late. All you niggas chasing clout, thinking I'm gonna do it back and forth with you. I'm gonna hit you with the world famous. I don't know this nigga, and I'm gonna let you talk for yourself. I don't know you. So if you a man screaming another man's name out, you don't know. If you ain't reading the document and going over some content, then at that point I'm gonna think you part of the community. And I only respect the people that let you know they part of the community. I don't respect you downloading the closet. Y'all are women burning them. They don't know they get with a real over real. They didn't know at lunchtime you going to meet with Bobby. They didn't know. So whoever you are, that's cool. If you don't with me, great. How you know who I am and what I do day to day, and I ain't never seen you, I don't know. Are you the feds? Because how you know? So whoever you is, Kunta, shout out Kunta. So whoever you is, I don't know. Peace and love. Keep Kunta in. And then you don't do Chuck there. Call my phone. Hello. Hey, Wack, what up? Who is this? Hey, look, bitch ass. Don't call my phone like I know you. What they do, they have a nigga right
Freeman,
there.
good looking
Like
out.
they know me. I don't play that. Oh, what up, man? I don't do. I will embarrass you. I did a nigga like that from this bitch last week. Wack, man, what's up, homie? Hey, nigga, I've been meaning to get with you. How you mean to get with you? I don't know you. I don't know you. And right YouTube streets, I've been
He don't
starving.
talk about
I've been
Chicago no
intentionally
more.
not doing a whole lot. I've been, because everybody take my shit and react to it. So I want to see how much content y'all go. I've been watching these views drop. It's bad out there. Clubhouse TV.
So, oh yeah, so we calling Cap over here. Shout out to the team, my nigga Mike B. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat, man. People sending all kinds of shit already because it was easy to just Google it and see that the case is still pending. He talk about he wanted this nigga trying to buy some more time before he move out to the Congo and witness protection, nigga. So first, y'all see this, right? Wait, let me pull it down, right? Los Angeles lawyer, y'all see the blue check? Can you see that?
A little bit. Probably got enhanced a little bit.
Wait, just at the top of it, you can see.
Oh yeah. Los Angeles lawyer. Okay, yeah, I said Jasmine.
Okay, and then I say, did World Star Hip Hop? Because this is who represented me on my shit with World Star, right? I've been in contact with Media Lab IA, with both of their attorneys, etc. Did World Star Hip Hop settle with Wack? He claims that they did. She like, what's the case number? Then she sends some shit where them niggas, these fucking weirdos, and it's WACK100, it's Christopher Love Boy, and all of that. But then she said they fucking weirdo. So then she said, she asked me again, what's the case number? I said, wait, I'm looking for the case number right now. Boom, found it. I sent it. She said, not true. I said, what? Wait, what is not true? She said, no settlement notice to the court. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Wack is over here Colin Kaepernick, nigga. This nigga trying to buy some more time. So let me see what the
Cap
team
Dumb
just
100.
Cap 100, man. So look, we got, I think this might be Chat GPT or Google. I think he said Google, right? In February 2024, a documentary titled WACK100, exposed for being an alleged federal informant, was published on World Star Hip Hop's YouTube channel. WACK100 real, y'all know that's my video, and we're gonna be watching some of it today. But my documentary, WACK100 real name Cass Jones then filed a defamation lawsuit against Media Lab, arguing the documentary was published with the malicious intent to cause reputational harm. In response to the lawsuit, World Star Hip Hop removed the video from their platforms. In February 2025, Media Lab filed a motion to strike the complaint, asserting that the content addressed a matter of public interest in a public forum and was thus protected by the First Amendment of the Communication Decency Act. As of the last available information from a February 2025 court ruling, the case was still in progress and no final judgment has, let's get to it. Okay, and no final judgment, hold on, that's the same page. So he probably sent that twice. Okay, WACK100 has not yet won his lawsuit against Media Lab operator World Star Hip Hop. The case is ongoing, and recent court documents indicate that Media Lab filed a motion to strike the lawsuit, arguing that the content was protected by the First Amendment. The February 2024 documentary titled WACK100, exposed for being an alleged federal informant, was published on World Star's Hip Hop YouTube channel and their main page. 3 million there, 1 million on the YouTube, 4 million views in 4 days. Defamation lawsuit against Media Lab, arguing the documentary was published with a malicious intent to cause reputational harm. In response to the lawsuit, World Star Hip Hop removed the video from their platforms in February 2025. Media Lab filed a motion to strike the complaint, asserting that the content addressed a matter of public interest in a public forum and was thus protected by the First Amendment. See, he's trying to kill your First Amendment freedom of speech just because he got exposed. See, but he messed with all these nobodies from everywhere. Yeah, he's a weirdo. Marquita.
Yeah. This is crazy, man. I mean, like, if he argued the shit, right, saying, hey, nah, that ain't enough, I won't smoke, yada, 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 then he's going to have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's not a confidential source. And then another can of worms get open because you're going to prove that you're not. And there's too much evidence that's pointing that you are a source. You are from Wheeler, Texas, all the way up to California. You're a source. So I can't wait. I can't wait. It's a lot more of his statements gonna be coming real soon. I can't fucking wait because that 64th floor piqued the interest of justice. You know what I'm saying? So this is some nasty ass work, man.
Chuck said he sent me something. Hold on, let me see what Chuck sent. Hold on. What Big Chuck said, man? What Big Chuck said, man? Because he could have published it if indeed he got some. Man, Chuck sent me a link to his live, to his clubhouse room. You see? Hold on. He sent me a live to his clubhouse room. It looked like Chuck was trying to get the content. He probably come back. Wack here, come back. This is what he sent me. You know what I'm saying? And I sent him this live. This is what he sent me. Outside of that, he ain't sent me shit. We going back November, all of that. You see it? Oh, he was asking me about did the lawyer see the shit? And I told him it was cap. You know what I'm saying? The same thing we tell him. Why Wack haven't showed the agreement since he's saying that he got it? He said it would be public this week. Where's the public? Why didn't they apologize? Remember, he requested that they give a public apology.
You're right. You're right.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
So we got some content though. Let's get to this real quick. WACK100 built his brand exposing rats, and then we're gonna get into the flaming this bust up.
Good day, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am the real Brian Clay Skibbs. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, share, support. I was once the problem. Now what I'm seeking to do is my right way, become part of the solution, folks. But listen, folks, listen. Be careful on these internet, on these social media platforms. Be careful.
Stand on and come up.
Be careful who you tune into. Be careful who you following, because you can be following these cartoon characters all for the wrong reason. Let's get straight to it, man. Okay, today we're diving into one of the wildest accusations shaking up the hip hop world right now. WACK100, the self-proclaimed snitch gatekeeper, is being accused of being a snitch himself. Wack built his platform on exposing others, but now the table are turning, and the paperwork people are talking about might trace back to a gun case that magically disappeared in Texas. For years, Wack have called out anyone he believed was cooperating. Tekashi 6ix9ine, Alpo, you know what I'm saying, Nipsey, Terrence Gangster Williams. You know, even right now, he jumping on the board talking about Max B, how Max B brother, you know, was telling him right now that Max B flipped on him. But once again, let he or she without sin cast the first stone. Hey, Wack, what happened to that gun case? How did that magically disappear, man? So, folks, listen, what I want y'all to do is right now, I want y'all to listen to him, man. Because once again, this cat he branded himself as a man who keep it real and expose rats in the game. But you know what they say? When you point one finger, 3 more point right back at you. Wacky, Uncle Wacky, they point right at you. So I want you to listen to him, and I'll be back.
His brother called me.
As an older adult, I didn't want to spend all my time binge watching television. So I said, let me go back to school. I have a
conversation.
I said, what? He ratted on it. Not the wave god. You want me to play it? He's sending me to work. Sure. Right? They smoke him up. They kill somebody up in there doing a robbery. Because, somebody tries to intervene. Yeah. Right? Everybody get away. Max B get questioned. Mm-hmm. He tells him what club that the female works at and what project building she live in. Oh. He identifies a chick. They snatch the chick. The chick then identifies Pooh Sims. Mm-hmm. We found an appeal where he gave him the information on the chick. That was a violation. We seen that. But then it was a sealed file. Right? I said, so some in this sealed file. He said, boy, Wacky was right. I said, what you mean? He said, when dude came back, he put everything on me. Said, I did everything. He put everything on me. That's how he got his time knocked down. Okay, so this Pooh, look. So you saying the new information he gave them, they can use against you. If you go back on the appeal, overturn it, they can use the new information to rebook you. Yeah, they can use the new information because this is testimony that he gave them when he went back and got resentenced. So, you know, this shit crazy, man. I was sitting for some shit I ain't do. You know, I ain't did it, man. And you gonna see.
Okay, I just listened to him and his boy Adam 22, and what he's talking about. He was talking about who? Max B. That man just coming home, man. Let that man be. But let's get back to Wack. Around 2005, Wack was reportedly stopped in Texas and charged with possession of a firearm.
Hey, Lou from the Lou, my bad, bro. What you got to do, because I don't know how to do it unless Mikey B and them can give you a wrench. Go to the last video that we did today and comment. When I see your comment, then I know I can give you a wrench, bro. I don't know how to do it while I'm live. But you right.
Get interested. That case was allegedly dismissed in the interest of justice. Wait a minute. Hold up, man. So you mean to tell me of the interest of justice, this cat got knocked right after his brother was murdered?
Hey, bro, this is a good point, bro. Hey, y'all got a lot of common sense. Mikey B said, Deuce, you remember Wack act like he showed Cheeseburger Chuck the settlement agreement, and he showed him something and told him, don't tell nobody. But Chuck asking you what the lawyer said, yeah, that's how you know it was a bluff, bro. The nigga they caught the cheese up.
Oklahoma. His brother was executed. I guess something happened with somebody trying to be extorted, and right now, where's his brother and somebody else that was working there got killed, and the guy beat the case. So from my understanding, Wack was going down there from Cali, going back to Cali, styling, profiling, going back to Cali. So he was leaving Cali, going through Tulsa, when they got stopped in Texas. And once again, gun cases don't magically disappear. But once again, it was allegedly dismissed in the interest of justice. Now folks online are saying that kind of deal doesn't happen unless there's some cooperation involved.
Absolutely not.
What they claim is paperwork proving he became a CI after that arrest. The controversy really heated up after Big U, Wack former associate, publicly accused him of snitching and working with the feds. At the same time, the Reddit thread and YouTube channel started circulating that supported paperwork from Texas. People are saying the case was swept under the rug. No conviction, no time, just gone.
Texas.
WACK100 came out swinging. He denied the claim, called it all lies, and even filed a defamation lawsuit. He said he never cooperated with any law enforcement agency and that the paperwork online is fake. He told Hot News that nobody from the feds ever questioned him by any case involving Big U or anyone else.
So state of Texas versus Cash McElroy Jones. Defendant was
they got
January 26, 2006.
They got what's his name for Baltimore or DC?
On April 16, 2005, Texas Department of Public Safety Trooper
what's that nigga name? Posted
on Interstate 40.
Oh yeah.
County, Texas.
Did he used to be on Clubhouse too?
Of a brown 2005 Cadillac passenger car for traveling 77 miles per hour in an area where the posted speed limit was 70 miles per hour, as confirmed by his radar. Ultimately, the defendant denied the trooper permission to search the vehicle. No, can't search it. He was being snobby because you know he's from Pacoima. A K9 was requested, and Deputy Julian Torres arrived with the K9 22 minutes later. The K9 alerted on the vehicle. Whoa. And a probable cause search of the vehicle was performed. During the course of the search, troopers located a black rifle, wow, a black shotgun, a loaded black pistol, wow, along with several clips and a large amount of ammunition for each gun. See, keep in mind, he's inside the 5-year range of leaving prison still. So you're not supposed to get caught with anything like this. Not even a replica. Both the driver and the passenger were arrested for unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. The conclusion is clearly, when looking at the totality of the circumstances, Trooper Chase had sufficient reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant beyond the scope of the original stop. No evidence seized in connection with this case was unlawfully seized, and therefore should not be suppressed. It is the opinion of the court that defendant's motion to suppress evidence should be denied. It is therefore ordered that defendant's motion to suppress evidence is denied. So state of Texas.
Hey, listen, folks, it's a double, triple standard when it comes down to cooperation. You got so many people that's out there act like they didn't make deals. You got so many sneaky snitch that's out there. That's the worst in the world. Because once again, they are sneaky. They've been doing it for how long? And once again, how the hell you can be around everything, but you don't get caught up into nothing? It don't work that way. So that's why recently you was up there online talking to Bim, and you and Bimmy, you're supposed to make sure he come. No, bro, listen, man. Let he or she who out sin cast the first stone. And once again, like I told you, that's what's out there. So I'm not making it up. It's already out there, man. But the fact is right now is that's why you don't have no problem getting in bed with people that cooperate, because, hey, peer association bring about assimilation, man. But here's the real conversation. How can you be the snitch police calling out others if your own paperwork is in question? The street code say you can't play both sides. Either you clean or you are compromise. And right now, the internet is asking, which one is you? Which one is you, man? At the end of the day, the truth always come out. Whether paperwork is real, fake, the story minus how fast the table can turn. And when you build your brand off exposing other. Listen, folks, man, there's no shortcut in life. And like I told you right now, man, listen, I don't give a damn what anybody say. When you get behind those damn closed door, and right now is you can do it and you're going to get away with it, mother effer going to snitch. So one,
man, listen, bro. Most people is about 90% of them. We get that. He didn't add nothing. He went over some of what Posted did. Remember, Wack paid Posted $20,000 to take that down. Big Red 66. It is possible. I filed the Freedom of Information Act. They denied it. I got it somewhere over here, bro. They denied it. On top of that, I asked Greg Caden, remember when I DM'd Greg Caden, inboxed Greg Caden on Facebook Messenger, and I asked him for it. He said that it does exist. He's not denying that it exists. Wack did make that statement. I mean, Wack told us that, right? But he said us getting a copy of it will be almost impossible. And he said because it pertains to an ongoing murder investigation, meaning that the statement he made pertained to the Biggie Smalls murder investigation. But when he supposedly had his house raided and they found the gun, yeah, he wouldn't give me none of that. But we might be able to get that part, bro. But they might have made it go away when he supposedly had his house raided and they found the gun. Real talk, the cat deepest in the street with the cleanest rap sheet is a snitch 99% of the time. I can probably say I watched in real time you bring this man down and spread the word. And I appreciate it, Lou. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Stand on the media, Southern Force, and Mike B, everybody in the chat. Scanless, my nigga Smoked Out TV, aka the No Cap Network. And it's so many others, man. You know what I'm saying? Big U. 3 fingers in the Wack Boy Meeks. And open cases impossible. So look, what's good, dude? We gonna get to the CS2 back stuff, but he was denying the shit about Bricc Baby, right? What's good, Deuce in the chat? Salute the nigga Glaze that was talking is a snitch. Oh, he is? I don't even know who the nigga was, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was caught with guns twice as a felon. Yeah, that nigga, damn, he said the nigga Glaze was a snitch. Listen, I don't know who he was. The content came through. Listen, man. You know what? I'm going to start doing fuck this. Everybody hate DUSE M because I keep exposing these snitches. Fuck it. He didn't snitch on me. I'm going to start acting like everybody else. He didn't snitch on me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Nasty work.
Locked up Big U these shits. Yo, Wack. You got to send your Fed Connects these shits. You feel me? To send the same nigga that locked up Big U these shits. Yo, Wack, you got to send your Fed Connects these shits. You feel me? To send the same nigga that locked up Big U these. Yo, Wack.
Yo, Wack, you got to send your Fed Connects these shits. The same ones that locked up Big U. Nigga.
Oh, he lined his ass up.
Man, Akademiks lined that nigga ass up. So look, we finna get to this real quick because y'all don't gotta believe DUSE M's. I went and got a multi-millionaire sports agent who was sports agent for Ron Artest, Pac-Man Jones in the NFL, Shaquille O'Neal. Right now, he's currently the sports agent for Stephen A. Smith, one of the biggest voices in sports. And he's the sports agent. We're talking about Money Mark Stevens. We're going to go back to that.
Okay. So where we was at, okay. So at some point, you get a phone call from WACK100, Cass Jones. And when he contact you, what did he contact you concerning?
He wanted to reach out to Del Dog, rest in peace. And he wanted to give Del Dog some information.
It's a 302.
That
you're right. It's a
he
302.
had gotten from Stutterbox. Right? It's like he was getting
Thank you,
information
Extra Vision. Be sure to
on what his plan was and what the get down was gonna be. And he wanted to talk to the homie and talk to him. And dog wasn't getting on the line with him. And he kept blowing me up because he wanted me to get him on the line.
Smart man. Rest in peace to Del Dog, man. So he's talking about the phones is being compromised. Is that one of the things that he told you?
Well, the homie Del Dog never trusted dude. You follow me?
Right.
So Dog didn't know was the lines compromised or was they wired up for sound or not. He just wasn't gonna chance it. You follow me? Right. But it was later on. It was later on after they took the case to they was taking it all away because the homie ain't had no choice. You know, he was facing a life sentence, so he had to take it all away. And with all the lawyers that was involved, they was able to get the discovery, and that's when we found out that the lines was compromised.
Damu and Kiwe Conversation. Bang that like button, man. It's about time. But when I get to Vegas, I'm gonna get the YouTube, what you call it there. Let's go. And as soon when you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretaps? The whole transcript.
I got the whole transcripts. The whole transcripts of the whole wiretaps.
And do you, in that paperwork, do you see your conversation with you right, Slim Fat Dude, with Cass Jones in them transcripts?
That was the initiating. That was the initiating when they started recording.
Right. Right. And how did they refer to Cass Jones?
In the paperwork they put him as the paperwork they put him as Back, B-A-C-K. And
correct.
I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is? I ain't talked to no Back.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Southern Force and my man Stand on the Media address just that point. He said that Wack was the initial call on the wiretaps, and they put him down as Back, B-A-C-K. I'll let y'all address what that means to y'all when y'all hear Mark Stevens validate that paperwork said Back, and then later CS2 Back. Go ahead, Southern Force first.
Man, that let me know two things. Number one, that he's a confidential source because they had to cover up his street name. And two, I mean, you working. I mean, why else would a man who got more money than you just make up some shit out the air? I mean, it doesn't. That's just crazy, man. I mean, who got time for that? Especially if you're a millionaire, you're a sports agent, you got clients you got to deal with, you got promotions, PRs, all this shit, and paperwork, contracts with your clients. And don't nobody have no time to be making up no fucking fake ass paperwork on a rat, man. If you're a rat, it's gonna come out, and that's what it was. It didn't take much to pull this fucking paperwork, but they just didn't cover his name that much. They just had to put that over there for memory. It's like, oh shit, well, we meant to cover his name, but so we'll just put Back on that motherfucker. But you are a confidential source, because from Texas to California, oh yeah, you've been telling up and down ever since. It doesn't make any sense, because when I found out the Texas situation, that let me know you full of shit. You full of shit, because the state of Texas, they're not going to let you go. It's what you would call a black person down there, especially he was close to a sundown town, as a prize pig. You're not going no motherfucker where, unless it's in the interest of justice. Like I told you a while back, Deuce, there's three types of deferrals in Texas. One is deferral, is a referral that's called adjudicated, and and the other one is the other adjudication, which is a catch-22, and the other deferral is called in the interest of justice. And that's what he chose, the interest of justice, because that's the only way his ass was going to get up out of Texas and get back to California. If it wasn't for that, they would turn this ass over to Lone Star State, and then he would have to see what it is in that gladiator school.
Right, right. Stand on the media.
What's going on, my brother?
What does that mean to you when you hear Mark Stevens verifying that Wack was on the initial call, and then on top of that, he was listed as Back, B-A-C-K.
Well, what that means to me, and I'm gonna sum it up like this: Smoked Out TV said it, not Smoked Out. But salute to my brother. Scandalous Los Angeles TV summed it up the best. We heard Greg Kading say that they don't play the gang game. They don't put back on there because he's a blood. But we're looking at a transcript that's telling you just that. They put a B on there because he was a blood. Mark Stevens is a accomplished what was he, a manager, right? He was Shaq's manager. He was in the sports industry. He was accomplished. That man don't have no reason to lie. And still is.
Wait, he still is, bro. That's Stephen A. Smith, sports agent.
Bingo. So what would he need to lie for? Why? Why would he need? He know what the hell was in that paperwork. He know who was on that phone. That's what kills me about it all, because why would he have to lie about something like that? He's telling you that man is who was on that phone, WACK100. They changed his name to Back because he was the blood. The police lie all the time. So we supposed to believe Greg Kading's when he tells us they don't play the gang game? And like Scanlon said, we're looking at a transcript that shows you just that. Like, some people just need to wake up. Some people don't want to know the truth. It's like that nigga's their hero. And knowing the truth, it kills their dreams and shit. You know? It's crazy. Mark Stevens ain't lying about that, man. He knows who's on that case.
Well, how many of y'all remember that Wack initially said he was going to sue Mark Stevens? I mean, Mark Stevens got that back, right?
Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
And if that's the one who verified that you were the one on that call and you were CS2 Back, then how come you didn't file no lawsuit against Money Mark Stevens? Why? Because you know he would have been able to summon his attorneys, and his attorneys would have brought it and testified in declarations that they knew that was you. But even more than that, Greg Kading, we finna get to that video about Greg Kading. Greg Kading was trying to argue how Money Mark Stevens came to the conclusion, not the actual conclusion. The actual conclusion that Wack was CS2 Back, and that's who we talked to. He didn't deny that. In fact, we got the audio where he agreed that it's obviously Wack on the call. But Mark Stevens' lawyers telling him that and assuming that they changed Back from Wack because he was a blood, and that was his code name because he was a blood, was probably just what his lawyers assumed. But what they did know was that was Wack on that call. Money Mark knew that was Wack on the call, and Greg Kading admit that was Wack on the call. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to this.
And they said, nah, that's Wack. But they put him in Back because he a blood. So it's Back. And I said, oh, okay.
And was this Back also referred as confidential source number 2?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Well, man, I'm glad that the truth was able to come out. And it's sad.
But bigger than that, homie, right? You know, I watched dude, man. He said some things about the big homie Shaq, you know, that wasn't true. He said some things like he been trying to destroy the big homie Big U name. And I'm seeing and watching this, and I called the big homie U. We was talking. I said, yo, when you get into Atlanta, man, come see me. Because I had what I had for years. And when I gave it to the homie, I said, man, you read it. Because it was a big-ass textbook of shit. And the homie just sided with what was right. He said, I can't fuck with dude no more. And that was the end of that.
Until Wack started attacking, and that's when Wack started attacking him with false allegations and all of this online weird shit, right?
Correct, because because the homie Big U asked me why I didn't fuck with the nigga, and I said, when you pull up, I'm gonna show you. I want you to read it. And when he read it, he was like, oh, okay, I see why you don't fuck with the nigga. I can't fuck with the nigga. And that was it.
Wait, how long was it from when you first got it that you met you in Atlanta to show him the work?
I got the paperwork from the attorneys probably in, I want to say 12 or 13, because it was a series of, remember the incident happened in 07, 06, 07, but Box had went to prison. He called a drug case, so he went to prison, and they waited to almost the last month of the statute of limitations to go get the homies from Main Street. Right. So it had been about a 5-year period from the time that had happened to the time that they came and got the big homies.
Panda Man, salute. How did you feel about you waiting that long now?
Well, he chastised me, and I never, one of the things, bro, and it's like it's the slippery slope, as people say, right? Like on one end,
Wack, Trump with the Epstein files.
He wasn't doing no harm, right? He was just trying to move around and be the tough guy. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, okay, that's what you want to do, cool. But then it went from that to, I heard what he was saying about the big homie Shaq, and then I heard what he said about Big U, and that's when I picked up the phone. I said, hey, you, man, I want you to read something, man. And then once you read it, once you know, you know. That's Quran. That's the Holy Quran. Once you know, you know. You're accountable for what you know. And when he read it, he said, okay, I see why you don't fuck with dude. I can't fuck with dude. And that was it. Let me tell you something, man. I probably haven't seen nor talked to Wack in years, and I wish everybody success and happiness, but not on the basis of lies.
Right.
And
not on the and really indicative of your character, Mark, because you have a whole campaign publicly of a brother that's heavy in our community positively, helping get these kids graduated from school and into football and all of these other positive things. And he smutting his name through the mud just because he decided not to deal with it.
Brother, well put. Look, I call the homie Big U all the time. I call him the naked truth. And he always be like, why you call me the naked truth? I said, because Wack is the well-dressed lie. It's an old parable about truth and lie when swimming. And, lie jumped out the water and put on truth clothes. So you had a well-dressed lie, but then truth got out the water and it was naked. So you got the naked truth that's trying to run down a well-dressed lie. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Not a single traffic light, but the global leading company in optical innovation.
Damu and Kiwe Conversation.
It is what it is with the homie.
Well, yeah, man. Well, I know you a businessman and you stay on positive shit, man. I'm sorry that we had to even delve into these negative accusations that got a lot of people, good people, name caught up in it. But we needed to get the truth where truth appears, falsehood disappears, man. And I wanted to hear that for myself, man.
Man, hey man, I appreciate you, man, and God bless. But like I said, man, it's a lot of things is just a well-dressed lie. That's all I can say.
Right, and that's what Cass Jones is. He is the well-dressed lie.
Yeah, and Big U's the naked truth. It is what it is. He always stood on the side of truth. He ain't never wavered from that. From the time I gave him that paperwork, I watched him take assault after assault because he just did the right thing. He just said, I can't fuck with you.
And I'm so glad that he ain't responded publicly to these negative lies because he's above that shit. Let him stay low and you just stay high. Don't let this man trick you up off the street or to feel like you got to address every lie he makes up every day.
Well, and then you got to understand too, bro, it's, like I told you about throwing a rock and hiding your hand. What's the motive for throwing the rock to begin with? Like, we know the rocks is being thrown, but what's the motive? Like, only thing I saw the homie Big U do, put out a great documentary on hip hop. I see him, man, putting these kids through college and sending them like I'm trying to understand what's the motive, or it's a motive that we can't comprehend because we don't think on those levels. You feel me?
Hey, that's perfectly said. And I'm gonna tell you this: in all of my life, being from the community of South Central Los Angeles, only time I ever heard. No, he didn't. He got arrested and told and started working, or was already working. Disinformation was through COINTELPRO and J. Edgar Hoover, man. And I'm just gonna drop that jewel and let you go, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, man.
Likewise, brother.
All right, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So Levi over here, Damu and Kiwe. When you've got a conversation. So Levi over here, hey man, look, one of the but man, these New York niggas is on my dick trying to harbor that motherfucking rat, the wave, bro. Nigga man. Tell me my brother, he knows. I said, listen, I don't give a fuck if it was Jesus Christ. Nigga, your brother.
Super Dub Nation? You talking about Super Dub Nation?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hitting me up right now too. Bro. I'm like, what is going on, bro? What you do?
These niggas is stands, right? So the bitch ass nigga talking about my brother. Listen, nigga, if right now Southern Force and put me up on the lit, and I call Stand on It Media, and we go do the lit, and Southern Force goes back to his job. We killed the nigga, robbed him, got 40,000, 50,000, and Southern Force goes back to his job, and me and Stand on It Media get arrested somehow. And I tell them that Southern Force is at work where he worked while they're questioning him about a thing. And then I write a fucking pro se supplemental brief connected to my appeal and ask and say the court was wrong for not giving me leniency for the information I provided cooperating against Southern Force. These rat ass niggas from New York think that ain't ratting, bro. These niggas is fucked up mentally, bro.
You my brother, but we would have to line it up as soon as we got to the county jail. You would throw me under the motherfucking bus, bro. I said that on my live though. That's throwing it.
Wait. What these motherfuckers saying since they been snitching since the Italian days?
Since the Italian days, man. Hey, listen, no trolling, bro. It's the truth. See, and that's what
it's
really
the five
hurts
boroughs
them.
originally, right?
Sammy the Bull, right? Gravano, what's his name? Sammy Gravano, right?
Yeah.
He started it. The mob accepted that. And a lot of them New York niggas picked up their street elements from the mob, which is exactly why we have this clash. The West Coast niggas picked up their politics and their structure from the Black Panthers. Two different ideologies, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So to them, they don't look down as much on snitching. And this is why you see the other nigga get out that ended up getting killed for some total other shit, bullying shit. That was in the Paid in Full movie.
Wait a minute, because you know I'm from the South, man, and between Ku Klux Klan and motherfucking slave catchers, we ain't finna do that shit. We just gonna go ahead and eat the time. So I don't know where the fuck they be getting this shit from. Like they be like selective cooperating and shit. Nigga, you cooperating. That's it.
Bro, the nigga said the nigga argued, this the nigga they defended, right? In the appeal, the nigga says the district court erred in not giving me leniency for cooperating. Imagine me defending a nigga that tried to get departure or lesser time for cooperating and telling them where the bitch was at. Because the cold shit about it, the bitch is the one that set the leak up. She calls him like a good bitch should, nigga. She called her nigga. Hey, she was a stripper bra, right? He had been fucking on. Hey, I'm with this nigga at the room, blase blah. This nigga got a gang of money. How much is the gang? About 40 or 50,000. Nigga say, oh, I'm gonna get him. Right? Yeah. Nigga, rightfully so. Now, as a gangster should, right? He calls his man. Him and his mans get with the broad. The nigga go back to the club. So she know what room the nigga was at, all of that. But it take time. They get lost, all of this. But by the time they make it back to New Jersey to where the nigga hotel is, the bitch see the nigga car is back. She's like, oh, the nigga here. They just was supposed to steal the money, they claim. Right. But once they see the nigga was there, they come out their pocket. They got duct tape. Nigga, they got the plastic handcuff shits and all kind of shit, right? And they and they go up there, they knock on the door. He done knocked him another bitch. The other bitch, he sleep. The other bitch opened the door. They put they foot in the door, didn't let her close it. Go put the pistol in her mouth, strip her down, take her jewelry, everything. The bitch put him up on the whole leg. African taxi nigga waiting the whole time. They done took the clothes, everything. They made him call somebody else, his other homie that supposed to have the money in his room downstairs. And when he come up in there, they come from behind the door with the pistol. Bitches let them in, and the nigga try to grab the pistol. The gun go off. They knock this nigga noodles, top ramen soup, right?
Right.
Prayers to his family. So after the bitch set him up, the lick goes through. They get the money. They steal clothes, jewelry, all kind of shit. She goes back to work. He gets caught.
Like nothing ever happened.
And he tells them about the bitch and where the bitch work. Why are you even don't never get a police my motherfucking address or where I work about nothing, nigga. Oh yeah, I know Lamonte Sims, DUSE M. Yeah, he lives over here. He works over here. Why are you giving up this information? But even more than that, nigga.
Why are you talking? Why the fuck are you talking in the first motherfucking place? This is what kills me. Why the fuck are you saying something in the first fucking place? Shut the fuck up, lawyer the fuck up, and that's that. You don't say a motherfucking word. Y'all just hit a major jewel. Really? And then if you was on your G like that, guess what? Bitch could have fucked around and said, hey, I'm finna shoot you this bail money, get you on out here, and we'll figure it out the way we figure it out. And that's that. Could have still tell your ass and jump town or whatever the fuck you had to do. But you talking. You're talking.
But imagine even after that. So not only did he tell the whereabouts of where the bitch was at to the police, to the authorities, on his appeal, his lawyer files the appeal. He files himself a supplemental brief.
He got rid of that lawyer.
Maybe, or sometimes you can ask the court for permission to do a supplemental brief.
Right.
If you Google my name, you'll see that that's what I did on my appeal, right? And the court's granted it, which they don't have to, but they can allow you to do it. He filed the supplemental brief himself and claiming that the court erred in giving him going against the sentencing guidelines and giving them not considering mitigating circumstances that he told on the bitch, that he cooperated, giving up the whereabouts on the bitch. And you know what the courts found? Well, you didn't tell enough, nigga. That's why the courts didn't air. You didn't tell enough, nigga. These niggas defend. Imagine me defending.
So he did a supplemental brief to debrief his goddamn self, basically.
To debrief his goddamn self. If he didn't raise that argument, because everybody else is looking like, well, where is the investigative report when he first said that, right? So that we can hear, because he might have said more than that, right? And he might just didn't mention it on appeal. But he brought that up in his supplemental appeal, and that's why it's in his appeal. If he didn't do that, nigga, we wouldn't even fucking know. The nigga ratted himself out, and ratted on the bitch, then he ratted himself out on appeal, trying to get a time cut based on, how can I say I didn't snitch if I'm asking for time cut for cooperating on specifically giving up this bitch is what you call it. Bro, New York is down bad, nigga. Hey, listen, bro. I don't give a fuck what they say.
Sorry.
But back to the content, man. That nigga really rubbed me the wrong way. And he gonna tell me some Deuce, you said you haven't been to your hood in 2 years. 2 years? Nigga, I ain't been to my hood in 4 months, you dumbass nigga. Wow. Every 3-4 months I'm going to my hood. Oh, you're not really like that. You know what? You right. I'm not really like that. You dumbass nigga. You ain't met a nigga in your life that done put in more work in the penitentiary in the streets than me, nigga. Why you think all of my peoples look at my mama, nigga, looks at me as a miracle, nigga, that I'm doing what I'm doing today, functioning as a productive citizen in society, nigga.
And Deuce, I just talked to my pops today. He said, now you're a case manager, you help people out, you get people out of poverty? Yes. Yes. He was shocked. Like, nigga, I know your police records. I know. I was there when they sentenced your ass out to the penitentiary, and I put up that black fist as they were giving your sentence. Right. So yeah, I get what you're saying. So I don't understand some of these cartoon ass niggas, man. It's weird.
So Renegade Duchess said Eminem. Yeah, DUSE M is a personality, a changed person, but it's still in me. Eminem, bro. Go ask them. Well, I ain't gonna put that out. I don't want to spark that up. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro, trust me. #1 in Southwest, nigga, homicide detectives not coming with search warrants, breaking through my mama's back window, hopping in with nobody in the house, searching for murder weapons. And you gonna tell me what the fuck I am? You don't know who the fuck you talking to, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're talking to, bro. You know what I'm saying? I went to YA convicted for assault with a deadly weapon, for hopping out trying to kill a rival gang member. And you're going to tell me what I have and have not done. A nigga way in New York that isn't a street nigga, that isn't a gang banger. Illegally. Bro, you don't know. You niggas just be talking.
That shit crazy, dude.
Listen, bro, if he was telling the truth about and defending his people, that it was clear that the nigga was wrongfully being accused of being a rat, I get it. Whatever come with it. If you on some gangster time. But you defending a fucking rat, nigga. So what if I was Eminem, right? And you talking to me about this rat and telling me what I could talk about and can't talk about. Nigga, pop your motherfucking top, you dumbass nigga.
White meat. Split it to the white meat.
Stupid, bro. We do not advocate violence. Well, I do, but I'm not advocating violence with this weirdo. He way in New York somewhere. Deuce, you ain't lying. My mom would be proud if she knew I was a mod and not in the streets no more. Bro, he said I'm a mod. Don't let Eminem coming out. Nah, he can't bring that out. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Facts, Slim. It ain't where you from, it's where you at 1,000. Yeah, man, I'm not letting them come out. But before we get to this other stuff, they did tell me to play y'all favorite. Hold on. I'm gonna play y'all favorite.
Mark tried to set the three-way up. But they said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you in the paperwork.
But listen, you got to remember, Mark
That's what you said is going off of what Dog didn't want to talk to you because they said when Dog called you, his phone was hit. That's how they got on your line.
No.
And you play. That's what they say, Wack. Wack, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take
Dog.
your call. And I said it to you. And he said
I talked to Dog.
But he said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call.
I think, wait. And I think Mark tried to set the three-way up.
But they said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you in the paperwork.
But listen, you got to remember, Mark
That's what
tried
you said is going off of what
DUSE Sims is going off of the wiretap, the paperwork. That's what DUSE Sims is going off. Nigga, you tried to call Dog. You called Mark trying to talk to Dog, and Mark is saying, nigga, that was you. The paperwork says that was CS2 back, right? So we're going to get up off of that, and we're going to get to what WACK100 tried to spin on, because we ain't forgot about the badge. He don't want to talk about the badge, so he spent. But see, I could walk and chew bubblegum, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, continue to expose the rat wave in Harlem, New York, you know what I'm saying? And then this nigga from Staten Island, out of all the boroughs, Staten Island is not like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? 5%ers, bro. Did he try or did he do it? He didn't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? First he said I talked to Dog. Then he said, I think Mark knows he tried to set the three-way up. Which one is it, you rat? Yeah, that's nasty work.
But he admitted that he tried to set the three-way up, the same three-way that was stated in the paperwork. This is what I don't get, man.
Well, how did I present the paperwork? First, how did I make up the fake paperwork to say exactly what he was going to later admit to? You know what I'm saying? But look what I got. Cash Jones versus Media Lab AI Inc., a Delaware corporation, LA County Superior Court. Here's the docket, bro. The next court date is January 14th, 2026. Order to show cause read. Status of appeal at 8:30 in Department 68, 111 North Hill Street, LA, California, 90012. Appeal record delivered, filed by court. See, when we talk about the appeal, this is World Star Hip Hop attorneys, Media Lab AI's attorneys appealing the court's denial of their anti-slap motion. They had a motion to dismiss the whole complaint based upon anti-slap laws, and because there was substantial evidence to prove that it was substantially true about the documentary that he was CS2 back. This is in the paperwork. When the judge ruled against him, saying that it isn't a violation of the anti-slap laws, World Star Hip Hop's attorneys filed an appeal, right?
Right.
So let's go all the way back. So we're going to go, this is the whole docket, every court date, every filing since it was first filed, right?
Right.
Let's go all the way back. There's nothing that's not in here. If you want it, this is public record. Google the case. Cash McElroy Jones versus Media Labs AI, right? So you got the notice of assignment. This was July 8, 2024. He filed the lawsuit in July. Alternative ADR, alternative dispute resolution. That's when negotiations first start. 99% of civil cases result in some kind of settlement because the courts encourage settlement, right? So as soon as you file it, now the attorneys from both sides can start negotiating, trying to figure out, and then it goes on. Civil case cover sheet filed by Cash Jones plaintiff, and then notice of case assignment. So they got the judge in the case. Complaint filed July 8, 2024 by Cash Jones. Civil case cover sheet. You got to have a cover sheet whenever you file that type of case. Then it goes to alternative dispute resolution packet. You can download that. Notice of case assignment. You can download that. Right. Civil case cover sheet is 5 pages. Complaint, 15 pages. You can get all of this stuff, bro. Order to show cause failure to file proof of service filed by clerk. Notice of case management conference. Order to show cause failure to file proof of service scheduled for January 22nd, 2025. Case management conference. Order to show cause. Order to show failure to file proof of service. Notice of case management. Summons on complaint issued and filed by Cash Jones. Summons on complaint filed by Cash Jones. Proof of personal service filed by Cash Jones. As to Media Lab, a Delaware corporation. Proof of service. Answered and filed by Media Lab. So Media Lab answered. It's 7 pages, right? You can get that. So declaration of Andrew Wagner Trogman in support of a special motion to strike WACK100's complaint. So this was one of the lawyers represent Media Lab filing a motion to strike the complaint. This was saying that they believe, first and foremost, they are unaware of any negative energy or animosity between WACK100 and anybody else. When they got the documentary, they took it through every single step that they do. They have editors and people before they publish content to go over it and make sure it meets their standards. They have declarations filed by Daniel Cotton, which is Danny at World Star Hip Hop, which is the Danny that I emailed the documentary to, right? Who says that he went through every step. In fact, that's his job to network, find content, partnerships, etc. There it goes right there. Matter of fact, declaration of Daniel Cotton in support of a special motion. So as part of the motion to dismiss the shit, Daniel Cotton, he live in China now. You know what I'm saying? He no longer with World Star Hip Hop, but he had filed a declaration, a statement. I got that. Request for judicial notice filed by Media AI and Delaware Corporation. And so when notice of lodging filed by Media Lab, then there goes all of the stuff. We could download those 5 pages now. Declaration of Brooke Noel D. Royes in support of the special motion of defendant to strike the complaint. That's 76 pages, right? Declaration, notice of lodging a video exhibit on a USB flash drive in the special motion to they're trying to get Wack case dismissed, right?
Right.
So motion to strike complaint, special motion of defendant to strike the complaint. And then it's all of this. Hearing on the special to strike CCP anti-slap motion scheduled for the 19th, right? And then let's get to the 19th, because then updated declaration of the lawyers from World Star in support of the special motion to strike the thing The hearing on the special motion to strike under CCP section not held, rescheduled by the court. So they had initially rescheduled the hearing on the anti-slap laws, but then they ended up, Cash Jones put a declaration, right? Y'all know what declaration that was, right? The declaration WACK100 sent to in opposition of the motion to strike was the one. Let's get into that real quick. You know what I'm saying? This document is available on Document Alarm, but you must sign in to view it. Damn, I'm not registered with them, so let me go back. Damn, you know what I'm saying? But I got it anyway in my email. But that declaration is the one where he was talking about his life is in danger.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, that's his declaration, bro. He said, remember, he put that on Paru. He didn't tell the courts that. Well, here's proof that you can Google and see that he's a goddamn lie. So in any event,
he was talking about was affecting his businesses and all this old shit and his life in his danger. Hell, he did. He pretty much he's trying to snitch on you on some false allegations. You know, like I'm like, what the fuck? You mean how the fuck you put a rat statement in a civil complaint?
That's crazy, bro.
This is what killing me. You put a rat statement, a criminal statement in a civil complaint.
So they continued it. They continued it. So they had continued the anti-slap motion for a minute. Notice of posting jury fees filed by Cash Jones. Minute order. Okay, case manager rescheduled. Hearing on special motion, CCP filed by not held. So all of these court dates, they didn't have it. Filed by the schedule. Okay, so 224. Hearing on special motion to strike under CCP. Order appointing court-approved reporter as official reporter. They have the hearing on the motion to strike. The what you call it, and special motion to defendants to strike, and it was denied. Right, World Star Hip Hop loses. The court says it was wrong, that it wasn't a violation of the First Amendment freedom of speech. Right, that he basically a slap law, anti-slap law was created against rich people from like Donald Trump always do. Right. Who to hush people up, file defamation lawsuits or any kind of other litigation, which costs money to continue to go through to beat them into submission, to leave things alone, to shut the fuck up, or have to pay to have a voice. You know what I'm saying? So to silence them, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Media Lab is saying. Listen, man, this nigga trying to silence our freedom of speech, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then the case managed conference, appeal record, okay. And then appeal record delivered, filed by clerk. So after they lost the motion, it was denied to dismiss Wack's case based on the slap law and the evidence about everything being substantially true. You know what I'm saying? It might be one part that might be off, but substantially, you know what I'm saying, true. And they have reason to believe that it was substantially true. So they've appealed that to the court. Now, during appeal, they can still continue negotiations. Negotiation doesn't necessarily stop. But right now, they got a court date of January 14th, 2026. Order to show cause status of appeal at 8:30 in Department 68. So they're waiting for the appellate courts to make their ruling on this case. And the good thing about that is that the appellate courts will make public their motion, their ruling. So if they ruled that the court erred and made an error in denying the and they remand the court to follow proceedings and dismiss the complaint, then it could be dismissed with prejudice, which means he can never refile it, or it could be dismissed without prejudice, saying that you can't refile it. You can refile the complaint, but you got to start back over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just how the litigation go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Eminem, I'm gonna remind Cash Jones, the jig is up. The jig is up, man. But let's get to this. Hey, stand on the media. The nigga was really in his feels, bro. He really want to protect. Now, mind you, Mark Stevens ain't the only one saying he's CS2 back. We heard Wack talking to Stutterbox, and Stutterbox has said in the paperwork. That's what DUSE M is going off the paperwork. That's you when you tried to call dog. So Stutterbox, and then I interviewed him, and he said the same thing. Stutterbox is saying he's CS2 back. Mark Stevens saying he's CS2 back, and he was the one on that call. And then Scandalous got Greg Kading to say
Welcome
the same
back
thing.
to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Today, we're going to let you guys hear what Greg Kading has to say about CS2 back. You're going to hear Greg attempt to shield his confidential source, but you're also going to hear him place Wack directly in the CS2 driver's seat. I'll interject a little throughout the interview.
Hey, Daz Eagle, you know what, brother? I'm gonna take that respectful check. Daz Eagle, he said, Deuce, I fucks with you, OG, but I think you got Staten Island a little twisted, homie. Don't let one monkey cloud your judgment, gang. The island is very like that. Yeah. Salute, respectful check, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I stand corrected, man. Let's go.
Just
I
to
might
point out a
not
few
be
things.
correct on that, man.
Other than that, I'm gonna just let it play. Tell me in the comment section what you think. Now, Greg, this isn't about you. This is about Wack. I understand you have to do what you gotta do. But if he can bring you on Clubhouse to tell us all that stuff, I feel I should be able to ask some questions so the people can be informed. So again, this has nothing to do with you. This is about Wack.
Yeah, I get it. No, and again, I'm not trying to get in the middle of whatever bullshit is going on between Wack and whatever bullshit's going on with Starbucks. I don't give a fuck about that beef. Whatever it is, they'll figure it out. I'm just going to tell you investigatively, we would have listed Wack, Cash Jones, in our paperwork. He would have been like target 1, and his phone would have been target 1. And so when we were looking at him, we used particular language in our paperwork. So if we're writing the wiretap affidavit for his phone, we would say Cash Jones, also known as Wack. We're utilizing target number, whatever, which would be his phone. I think it was some 661 phone number. And that's just the language. Nowhere within the paperwork related to the investigation of Cash Jones, was he ever mentioned as a CS or an informant, because he wasn't.
Okay. Now, Greg, we're talking about the case Stutterbox had against Shaquille O'Neal and the 7 Main Street Crips. When Wack brought you on Clubhouse, he asked you what would he have been referred to as in the paperwork.
And then in your paperwork, I don't know, how was I referred to? Was I referred to Wack, Cash Jones? They have this Back name. I don't know who the fuck Back is. I don't know. I know I've never had that moniker, but I don't know. Maybe it was some coded shit. Or how did you recall referring to me through all the paperwork when you guys were like listening in on my wiretaps? So like saying, okay, this is Wack, this is Cash Jones on the wiretap. What was I referred to in your, because I've never looked over that paperwork. Never had a need to.
Hold on.
All the paperwork when you Wack, Cash Jones.
Hey. Now, Greg, we're talking about the case Stutterbox had against Shaquille O'Neal and the 7 Main Street Crips. When Wack brought you on Clubhouse, he asked you what would he have been referred to as in the paperwork.
And then in your paperwork, I don't know, how was I referred to? Was I referred to Wack, Cash Jones? They have this Back name. I don't know who the fuck Back is. I don't know. I know I've never had that moniker, but no, I don't know. Maybe it was some coded shit.
He said, back. There is no back. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he said that the paperwork says back. Greg Caden didn't say the paperwork doesn't say back. He said the paperwork says CS2. Greg Caden never says the paperwork doesn't say CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna hear Scandalous Los Angeles confirm with Greg Caden asking him, doesn't the paperwork say CS2 back? See, this is the type of shit when you a thinker, hashtag thinker in the chat, bro. Let's get active in the chat. The chat's where it's at. Shout out to the Blue Wrench Mob. When Greg Caden tells Scandalous, doesn't the paperwork say CS2 back? Well, if the FBI, well, he's an LAPD officer, but was deputized as a federal agent for the Biggie Smalls murder investigation. If he says the paperwork says CS2 back, then you know that Wack is trying to pull the wool over your eyes, saying that DUSE M, who wasn't from Main Street, who wasn't around on the scene, I was in the feds when this happened, didn't make up CS2 back. Let's get to it.
Well, how did you recall referring to me through all the paperwork when you guys were like listening in on my wiretaps? So like saying, okay, this is Wack, this is Cash Jones on the wiretap. What was I referred to in your because I've never looked over that paperwork, never had a need to. What was I referred to?
If Wack had nothing to do with Del Dog, Shaq, or any of the Main Street Crips, why would his name be being referred to in the paperwork at all?
So again, this is completely different investigation. We have to be real careful that we don't cross over these ideas, because when I said he would have been mentioned in the paperwork, if we're talking about Cash Jones's case, then we may have mentioned a CS, which would have been Stutterbox, saying these things about Cash that we investigated. There's that. Now, if Cash is asking me if his name was in the Main Street case, no, it wasn't. Now, if Cash is asking me if his name was in the Main Street case, no, it wasn't.
So we all know that Greg is not being truthful when he says that. We can clearly see Wack's government name, Cash Jones, all in this case. Hey, Christopher Loves Boys, this shows you why you can't believe everything the police say. This also shows you that the police are protecting Wack, as they would any other confidential informant that's in good standing with them, unlike Stutterbox. But I want you to hear what Greg says right after he said Wack was not in the Main Street case at all.
There was no mention of Cash in the Main Street case. There was no mention of Cash in the Main Street case, other than when he's trying to get a hold of Mark Stevens and in order to tell him that Box has been compromised.
Yeah, and that's what the wiretap transcript said CS2 back, or Wack, was calling Del Dog to do. Not Del Dog, but Mark Stevens.
See what you just did, though?
Yeah, I said Del Dog.
You said CS2 Wack. It doesn't say that, does it?
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it say CS2 back?
Did y'all hear that? I'll start with Stand on the Media this time. Stand on the Media. What comes to your mind when you hear Detective Greg Caden, LAPD, the head of the Federal Joint Task Force, right, says that the paperwork confirms, doesn't the paperwork say CS2 back? One more time, and then I want you to answer that for me. Please, brother, because I know I might be a little biased. Let's hear that again.
Not Del Dog, but Mark Stevens.
See what you just did, though?
Yeah, I said Del Dog.
You said CS2 Wack. It doesn't say that, does it?
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it say CS2 back?
Yes, it says CS2 back.
Doesn't it say CS2 back? Yes, the paperwork says CS2 back. What you think about that, Stan, on it?
Yeah, I think that Scandalous caught his ass in a web, because he tried to play it off like he didn't even know how to say it until Scandalous says CS2 Wack, and he knew that was absolutely wrong, and he was trying to make us believe that it's not Wack at all. And then,
Right.
but indeed, he tells us exactly that it's whack, but it's back. He told on himself. Scandalous was a genius, man, in that whole interview. And I tell everybody every time I reference that video, and towards the end, he tells you that Wack is CS2 back, and he admits that. Man, how do you deny that? He's telling you that's who he is at the end. Scandalous is the GOAT, bro.
He's the GOAT, man. He was ready to come clean with who he really is too. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to pay the money. He said if because Wack said he'll pay $10,000 if somebody tell him the identity of Scandalous Los Angeles TV. You know what I'm saying? He got a $10,000 bounty on information on who Scandalous is. I said, Scandalous, look, bro, I'll give you 5, you give me 5. Let's just go ahead and tell him who you is.
Oh, he's big man.
Bro, Scandalous wanted to do it on his Patreon, but he said he need $1 from 10,000 people. If he get $1 from 10,000 people, he's gonna make a video showing his face, explaining who he is, talking without the AI and all of that. You ain't gonna be able to tell the difference. That's his voice, bro. That's how he is, right? But he was ready to do all of that. But in any event, yeah, go ahead, Southern Force. Tell me what comes to your mind when you hear him admitting that part.
I'm still trying to get to the point because we the three of us have been on Clubhouse for many years, and I'm trying to get to the part where he used to say he never been in paperwork, combined with that shit, because clearly says that he sees two back. At first, he didn't want to admit that shit, and then you bring the detective on there, and the crazy part about it. It was like, oh, I've never been on paperwork, but I'm on paperwork. So it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? It clearly states that, and even you confirmed everything with Mark Stevens. So if you confirmed it with Mark Stevens and you sat up there and said, yeah, I talked to Dog, which is stated in the statements, and all the shit you just said, obviously your CS2 back. It's just common sense. I mean, we've been saying this shit on Clubhouse for years, man. He working. Ain't no way you can get caught up in all this shit and not get hemmed up for it. Oh, you definitely working. And this shit right, and this CS2 back is just common proof that you are what it is. You have confirmed it multiple times. You renege on this so many fucking times that you don't. It's like you done told a lie so much you start believing it as the truth, and that's what makes you delusional. And it's crazy because sooner or later, more and more. The minute everybody start rolling this and start running this and keep on running this. That's why I say Damu and Kiwe Conversations. Y'all done did it. Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles, salute to Smoked Out, salute to Dose of Reality, all of y'all, man, because y'all have put it out there for real to make people start thinking, nah, man, y'all need to start fucking thinking. Y'all start pulling Clubhouse members out of there and really start having them think, man, like, yeah, he is a foreman. Duh, been telling you. Been telling you. Come on, man. I used to tell a lot of cats, even on those platforms, hey, man, I'm good. A rat on the stage, I'm not fucking with it. I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I said, I just had a partner who got a 30-year day for day. Another partner that got a 60-year day for day. Both rock and roll units. Hell nah, I don't condone no rats. And it was some rats that told on them and hit their ass with an enhancement. So I'm like, hell no, I don't even fuck with rats. And clearly in this paperwork, matching all this shit together with the Wheeler, Texas, to the Main Street, the Main Street case, he's the nucleus of everything. He's always the nucleus of everything, man. Sooner or later, I hope people start realizing that shit. I hope they do.
Hey,
get out this illusion.
I got two things to say that are totally outside of what we're talking about. First, they say Mikey B look like Terrence Howard. So shout out Mikey B 115. Say, man, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And also, congratulations to Lamonte Jr., man. My son has officially got his first LLC. He just texted me a couple minutes ago. So I'm gonna finish this up so I can call him and congratulate him. He a boss like his dad, man. Hey, I told him he gonna be better than me, so that's even better. But let's get to this because now we know the paperwork says CS2 back. Now we just gotta confirm that that's Wack that they're talking about, right? So how do we do that? Well, Mark Stevens did it, Stutterbox said it, but they probably lying. Let's go to the guy Wack brought to try to clear him and have him confirm. There's no doubt. It's obvious that's Wack. Let's go.
Do you know what you just said?
What did I say?
CS2 Wack.
I meant CS2 back.
Because in your mind, and bear with me, no offense here, but I think you've already come to the conclusion that Wack is Wack, and that's why that's such an easy mistake to make.
Well, the reason I think Wack is CS2 back is because that's who Mark Stevens said he was talking to.
Nobody's disputing that. Nobody's disputing that Mark Stevens is saying that Wack is who he was talking to.
But he's saying that that's back. He is saying that back is Wack.
How does Mark Stevens put that together? Show me how Mark Stevens has anything to substantiate that back is Wack.
In the paperwork, they put him as back, B-A-C-K. And I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is? I ain't talked to no back. And they said, nah, that's Wack. But they put him as back because he a blood, so it's back. And I said, oh, okay.
And was this back also referred as confidential source number 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so no offense to Mark, he doesn't know any better.
He doesn't know any better.
When we're writing official police reports, we don't play the game. We don't change language or change spelling because we are, part of the gang culture. We're not going to put Wack. We're going to put back because he's a blood, not a Crip, and we don't. That's not how we operate. We don't. That's gang shit. We don't write as gangsters. We write as police officers and try to be as specific as possible.
Greg is saying they try to be as specific as possible and that they don't do things like that. But we're all looking at a wiretap transcript where they did exactly that. They put a person named Back in the paperwork and no one knows who Back is.
We don't change things in order to... So if Mark Stevens is thinking that, oh man, the cops just put this in there this way because he's a blood and not a Crip, it's not how it works.
I hear you, Greg. But even without them doing that, the conversation with Mark Stevens and Del Dog did actually take place. And Mark Stevens is saying the person who called him looking for Del Dog's phone number was Wack. Mark said he doesn't know anyone named Back. So why would they put some fake person that Mark has never ever talked to in the transcripts?
No, I get that. See, we are totally in agreement. The conversation is Wack, obviously.
The conversation with Mark Stevens and Del Dog is Wack, obviously. One more time.
The conversation is Wack, obviously.
The conversation is Wack, obviously. It's obvious that this is WACK100 in this paperwork that says CS2 back. It's obvious that this is WACK100 in this paperwork that says CS2 back. Lamonte didn't put CS2 back there. He figured out that CS2 back was WACK100. I didn't make this paperwork up. Greg showed y'all that. And then Greg told y'all that that is WACK100 that they're talking about on this call. So, if this is substantially true, like World Star said, and this is the only question. It's no longer whether or not he's CS2 back, whether or not he's a confidential source. If you don't get that and what I just broke down, then I got some land to sell you. You know what I'm saying? Back channel me and DM me if you got your money right or good credit. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't get just from what I showed you today, Money Mark Stevens, Stutterbox, both confirming that Wack is in the paperwork. He's the one calling Del Dog. He's CS2 back. That's what DUSE M is going on. But now we go to Detective Greg Cadence. And there's only two things that you need to hang this motherfucking rat on this rat trap, right? You put the cheese right there, and as soon as he get on, for you to hang him all the way up, you need to prove two things. One, that the paperwork is authenticated as real. We just gave you that through LAPD officer Detective Gregory Caden. Two, once you realize that the paperwork is real, you need to substantiate and corroborate that that's WACK100 on the call. Calling Mark Stevens. I talked to Dog. In fact, no, ask Mark. Mark knows. He's the one that tried to set up the three-way. Wack admitted that he called Mark Stevens trying to get a three-way with Dog. Greg Caden admits that that's WACK100 on this call. And Money Mark Stevens and Stutterbox said the same thing. I rest my case. I'm finna do a poll. Is WACK100 CS2 back? And y'all can vote for that while we listen to Bricc Baby, since that's what the content was about today. WACK100 saying that Bricc Baby don't matter. He not a real 6-0. What do a real 6-0 got to do with whether or not you pull the badge out? If he's really there, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
If he was from Rolling 60 Crip in Mars, the nigga could have been from fucking the islands of the Pacific Islands. If he was in that parking lot when that happened to you, nigga, we know that he ain't lying.
Nigga.
Because it was 3 years prior.
Nigga, 6-0, nigga, yeah. Capiana pulled out a badge on this nigga. Hey, we're ifing already. We're number 5, man. Dead hubbies, nigga. Cuz had some shiny shit hanging out his wallet, nigga. Fuck you got in your wallet that shine. Niggas getting bust down wallets now?
Sheesh.
Hell no.
Wallets? I don't understand it.
One more time.
Now?
One more again.
Wallet, nigga. Fuck. We're number 5, man. Dead hubbies, nigga. Cuz had some shiny shit hanging. Capiana pulled out a badge on this nigga. Hey,
one more time.
So, nigga, yeah. Capiana pulled out a badge on this nigga. Hey,
nasty
nigga
word.
Pulled out a badge on us, nigga. Right? So let's talk about this real quick, right? Let's talk about this real quick, right?
Right.
WACK100 gets slapped by Tiny Draws, right? Allegedly. And somebody else bust him in the back of his head with a fist. Another nigga with Wack, as if he's finna draw down. Niggas see his motion and they watch him. Just that quick, Wack took his cue and broke, right? The nigga Jackie Joyner up out of there.
Right.
Hussein bolted up out that joint, right? Took off. They couldn't catch him, right? The nigga quick. Nigga with that kind of gut and that big ass butt.
Little midget ass.
Little midget ass running that fast. That nigga should have been a running back, right? And he runs. Boom. He somehow gets away, locates his wife and his daughter, right? Maybe his son was there too, but for sure his wife and his daughter was there, right?
Right.
I got to get y'all out of here. It's up. These niggas just got off on me. I'm trying to get up out of here, right? At the Game Kanye West concert, after he make it to the stage, then he jumps off the front of the stage. He trying to get his wife and his kids up out of here. Devin, whatever her name is, and Kimberly Jones. Once they get to what they call that in the parking garages that goes up to let one car go, you got to put the ticket in it. What's that called?
That little meter thing is
right. That's exactly what it is, like a meter thing, right?
Right.
And so the wife was right there in the midst of him looking. He done ran into another crowd of rolling 60s, a crowd that was different from the couple guys that just slapped his bitch ass and chased him up out of his own event, right?
Right.
This is a different crowd, which include allegedly big guy himself, Eugene Henley, Hannibal, Big U, draws. I see you, draws. Don't do this like this. You want to go out like this? But you my family right here. You gonna do this with my family right here?
Every name.
Draws, right? And he got a blammer in one hand, right? And he done pulled out because obviously Bricc Baby knew the nigga had a badge in his wallet 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Before Wack just was exposed, his badge talking to Snoopy Bad Azz, Melvin Banks. Nigga, 3 years before that, Bricc Baby seen him pull out the badge. So Wack jumped out the car, blower in this hand. Why is you pulling out your wallet? Who is pulling out their wallet surrounded by 12 Crips?
Only thing that make you stop like that is a fucking badge. Ain't no glamour, ain't no stick, ain't no fire, ain't no spark. The only way a motherfucker just gonna stop is to pull out a badge, because you don't know if it's a sting, it's a raid, or what. So you trying to get your brothers out of there. Like, fuck that. We'll catch that bitch ass nigga another time. But when you flash that badge, shit, who to say you didn't line them up like you tried to line up Big U?
That's a fact. Bro, the nigga, they said 100% he CS2 back. Ask Mark. He the one tried to hook up the three-way. Jerry Griffin, Lou from the Lou. Y'all right. 600 not a real 60, but that's your bosom buddy. I got some $1 million chucks I can sell you from the 80s. Yeah, you feel me? If they don't believe that, Bust Down Wallace is wild. The Bust Down Wallace. Bust Down back, nigga. Bust Down Beezy, nigga. The Bust Down Beezy back wallet, nigga. Bust Down Beezy's Wheezy. Even Wack will admit it was him. Greg Caden. Yeah, Greg Caden said even Wack will admit Greg Caden got twisted scandalous as a bitch. It's motherfucking nigga. He got twisted up. That nigga trying to cover for Wack. And he like, man, I'm sure Wack will admit it. It was him. You know what I'm saying? On that wiretap. Nah, nigga, you fucked up. Even with proof in people's face, it's still gonna, them weirdos from the Hunted side and Hamburger Chuck side saying he not him. But we all know he is a federal informant or agent. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The slap heard around the world. Never knew penguins was that fat. Wack was a Scram Jones. Too much of a coincidence. Mike B, I'm waiting for the day Winnie One gets his issue. Listen, man, no cap, me too. Kim was like, nigga, why are you running? Why your face red? You got your ass whooped again. Bye, Cash. I'm gone, bitch ass nigga. I want a divorce.
Salute.
His cop identification. Bro, he knew that niggas don't want to kill no police officer, bro.
Of course.
This nigga, so when he pulled his badge, bro, there's no way I'm pulling out my blammer watching 20 niggas and I'm gonna hold my wallet in my left hand. Nigga, I'm tucking that. I might need to fight, swing, anything, right? This could go in any way. Right. Why am I holding my wallet in this hand? Because what he did, hey, look, man, I'm the police, nigga. Come on. Come on, nigga.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
King Kong, this nigga pulled a motherfucking Lonzo from Training Day, bro. You bitch ass niggas, you want to play with me? I have all you bitch ass niggas in Pelican Bay shoe program, motherfucker. 23-1. Come on, nigga. Try me.
Oh shit. Officer McElroy strikes again.
Man, Mike B, bro. Today was the last day CS2 Back had to show his paperwork. Bro, everybody share this to everybody in your phone, to every nigga from your hood, to every YouTuber and podcaster you know. Share it to your Instagrams. Make this go viral. WACK100 exposed as CS2 Back pulling a badge on the Rolling 60 Crips. Gun and badge. I don't even like my girl calling me by my first name. Why would I want to opt to do it? Right. Oh, Lord, I am the police. Yeah, this is nasty work. Deuce, did World Star really cash him out? He campaigned real tough about that. Bro, we just went through the work, bro. The court docket don't got nothing to show that. I just went through it.
Yeah. If anything, they gave him a little change. And they're gonna write that shit off as a charitable donation. Trust me.
Yeah, if they did, bro. Tell him to show us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is me and both of my brothers. Hold on. I'm finna bless y'all with something personal to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And hold on, man. And then we gonna get out of here, man. He be on No Jumper addressing the feds as we. Of course he does. You know what I'm saying? So these are the boys, man. Me, my big brother, rest in peace, and my little brother, Booger, Brandon Keyshawn Sims, man. That's him with the long hair on the left. Then that's Brian Bugsy from 18th Street, rest in peace. And then there go me. We all on the FaceTime, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't really get to show everybody that. I could cut my hair, but that was all our thing. My dad, me, Booger, and my brother Brian, we all had the long hair all our life. You know what I'm saying? Right. And salute, man. But we out of here, man. Hey, salute to my boy Southern Forest. Stand on the media. Y'all already know what it is, family. Hello. Bricc not the trick, gave that trick 30 days, right? Hey, Black Cash Dreams, y'all see them Detroit boys caught Wack at R&B at the airport. Hey, listen, bro, I don't respect that. If you seen this bitch ass nigga out there and it's up, nigga, why is you taking a pic? You don't even confront them niggas. That shit sound like a play to me, bro. You don't even confront the nigga. Oh, I seen him. I'm going to take a picture.
Was he leaving out the airport or was he going in to catch the flight?
It was LAX, so I'm taking it that he was flying out.
Flying out, right.
Saying? But the point is, he's flying out. Damn, that's crazy. He be slipping, bro. I was just on Clubhouse and I heard him ask R&B, what time does that flight leave?
Shit, I need to start getting my ad back. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
It was on Everything I Love. That's crazy. It just dawned on me when he said that. I said, man, I'd love to catch that nigga in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Chicago only like an hour and a half from me, like going from Victorville to LA. So I'm like, man, I'll be in and out. I'd love to catch that nigga coming up out of LAX or something. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about that, so that's what made me remember. And now that this happened, that's what it was. But bro, yeah, bro, you just took some pics, bro. You supposed to got up on him. He got no burner, nigga. You're not going through security at LAX with a burner, nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is, right? So he got no burner. He's with R&B. R&B, she's a big old swole bitch. That's a muscular hoe. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, if that bitch try to break it up or touch you, I'ma knock her muscular, masculine ass out too. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, stay up out of men's business. We finna whoop this nigga feet though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas took a picture, bro. Nigga ain't giving them niggas no credit for that, nigga. Nigga, it been different if niggas took the picture and then was like, now let's go press the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, what's up? What's all that shit? You want to go to the side? And then if he turns it down, then you niggas be like, okay, nigga, we gonna give you a pass because your bitch here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
they
bro.
ain't go check them. They just took a fucking man. I guess we come from the old school, man, because ain't no motherfucking way we gotta issue somebody. We see them in the fucking vision, and we don't go press their ass.
Yeah, ain't no line pocket in your future if you do that. You gonna get arrested for a battery. He just gonna have to testify on me though. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get the assault or mutual combat, or you gonna get a battery, whatever. You're going to jail, but that's okay. That's where I'm at with this nigga. That's why I say I don't get him nigga no props for that. And there's no way I could be at a Trump rally and Donald Trump could be on stage and he calls up CS2 back. The minute CS2 back come up off them steps and come down and he's within my range, I'ma knock blood ass out. On Paru, you going to bed, nigga. And them niggas wasn't talking like that. I'm expecting to get some kind of case because I'm really trying to do some damage. I'm going to stomp that nigga teeth down his motherfucking mouth. Nigga, he talk too motherfucking much, lying on real niggas. Niggas, y'all could go for it. I don't want y'all to do nothing. That's not going to, I'm alive. That's not going to stop me desiring to knock his bitch ass out. He said it's a public beef. Okay. He said it's up. Okay. So when I see you, I'm going to have that energy. We going to see if you going to stand on that. You ain't stood on nothing else. Nigga, you got 1,000 fangs, ain't took one. Nigga putting their hands on you ain't got no get back. That's a buster where I come from. In fact, I smell pussy. Damu and Kiwe.